Yo, it's the MOPOWERZ, and we are BACKAGAIN on another fantastic sucker free Friday, NIGHT. And if this is your first time watching the MOPOWERZ, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And this evening conversation is going to be somewhat everywhere. But we're going to kick this off with Joe Biden. I was reading an article in the newspaper. Yes, newspaper. Joe Biden, they say conservatives, some conservative people said that Joe Biden was buying $30 million worth of crack pipes. $30 million worth of crack pipes. So what did Mo do? Mo did what? More investigated and found out what? Did a fact check and everything, right? Now, fact checks say that it's not true that Joe Biden is buying $30 million worth of crack pipes. We know what crack does. We went through that in the 80s and the 90s. We saw the damage and is still witnessing the damage of what that did back then today. Yeah. Now, he said that he's buying these kits for the drug users, the drug addicts. He's giving them kits. And in those kits, he say that he's giving them sexual transmitted disease tests so they can test themselves. He say that he's giving them reversal overdose drugs with that kit. And lastly, he said that we're going to give them a safety smoke kit. What is a safety smoke kit? I just want to know. Does anybody know? What is a safety smoke kit? I'm not saying that it's true or false. And even if it is true, you know that they are not going to admit that. But I'm sure that we're going to find out what those safety smoke kits are. Yeah. Especially in Oregon, in Portland. Yeah. Even Montana. And overseas. Well, overseas, we don't have anything to do with that. But most definitely, Montana, Oregon, and Washington, and possibly I say Utah and Arizona. Now, why do I say those states? These are red states, right? And what do? The majority of these people in these states are white people. And white people normally take care of white people. I'm just saying. But we'll find out what those kits were, what those kits are, and what's in those kits, because somebody knows somebody that stays in those states is going to get those kits. $30 million worth. Crack pipes. And speaking of the crack pipes and the crack era, there's a rap artist who has bought Death Row Records, and that is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg came out in the crack era in the 90s. Was first introduced, got his career started at Death Row Records, and now he owns Death Row Records. Yes, he bought it. Yeah. He bought it from Blackstone and MNK group, music group. Yeah. They didn't say how much, but he got it. And you have other famous rappers who are proud that he got a record label, Death Row. Now, seeing that Snoop Dogg has this record label, what type of music do you think is going to be generated in or on that record label? What type of music do you think is going to be generated? Will it be positive music for an upliftment of people, or will it be the same old destructive beatdown music? Yeah, beat down and disgraceful music. And it was disgraceful music. It was disgraceful music, pimpish music, pimping hoes. I don't love them hoes. I'm out the door. Smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with your mind on your money and your money on your mind. And you know what you're doing to get that money in the streets. This is what, you know, he's famous for. He's famous for that. Not to mention that he's done other things, that Joker TV series and Martha Stewart, and I think he coaches a little league football team, if I'm not mistaken. But needless to say, he is most lyrically known for pimping, for telling hoes to beat it, for telling black women to beat it, white women to beat it, Chinese women to beat it. Telling you to go what? Murder is the case that they gave me. Murder is the case that they gave me. There's a lot of opportunities that's going to open up for rap artists at Death Row Records. But the thing is, as I stated, what kind of music is going to be made from that platform of ownership? What do you think? Do you think that it would be the same old disgraceful, beat down, kill a nigga, you don't love them hoes type of music that you all seem to love? I've never really been a big fan of Snoop. He has made a few tracks that have caught my attention, but I've never really been a big fan of his. Why is it that black folks like destructive music? Why is it that many black people don't like calm, relaxing music? Hmm? And speaking of Snoop Dogg, he got some sexual allegations going on. Some lady that they call Jane Doe said that Snoop Dogg took his penis out in the bathroom while she was on the toilet. She said that she was doing a number two, and he came in the bathroom, pulled out his penis, and forced her to have oral sex. And comes right on the heels of his performance in the Super Bowl with Dr. Dre, Mary J., and Kendrick. And in the words of Snoop Dogg, he says she's just a gold digger. She's lying. And according to the reports, she said that she was at his show, one of his shows that he had in Anaheim, California. And that's where she met Don Juan after the show. And he offered to give her a ride home. But on the way home, Jane Doe said that she fell asleep. And when she woke up, she wasn't at her house. She was at Don Juan's house. And when she woke up, she said that she found Don Juan's penis all in her face. So not only does Snoop Dogg has a sexual allegation, filed lawsuit against him, so does Don Bishop Juan. She said that after they left Don Juan's house, she said that he was going to take her to Snoop at his studio. And she said that when she got there, she wasn't feeling well. She went to the bathroom, did a number two, and kaboom, here comes Snoop in the bathroom with his sausage hanging out. What do you think? What do you think? They say that the more money you have, the more problems you have. You know, you can't really answer that question until you have some money. Or, as I would like to tell people, give me 5 million and I'll let you know, okay? I'm just saying. And seeing that he's the new owner of Death Row, do you think that this would change? I mean, within less than 6 weeks, 6 weeks tops, he didn't, lost his mother, inherited death row. He brought death row, not inherited. He purchased death row records, right? From M&R Music Group. That's who it is. M&R, okay? And he just got some sexual allegations, but yet he got the Super Bowl. I mean, like, I don't hate on the man, but what kind of music are you going to make that is going to produce what type of future generation of men and women? They don't care about that. They just care about the dinero. All of your artists and your entertainers, they have sold us out, and they are everywhere. They have taken over social media. They have taken over social media. The movie theater and TVs weren't enough for them. They had to come where the little people at, getting money. And then after they take all of the money from the little people like they've always have, and never gave anything back, they leave you with issues that they know that you're going to have, that they made an oath to not to help you. Even Whoopi Goldberg. But yeah, so leave your comments in the comment section about Snoop Dogg, his record label, and what music do you think is going to be made from that record label? Do you think that it would be the same, garbage, the urban garbage? Or do you think that it'd be a change? It'd be like Death Row, but it'd be positive, high vibration music. That would be interesting. That would be interesting because people like Snoop can change the game. I'm just saying. What else is going on here? Jay-Z and Meek Mill. Have you all heard? They are proposing that a law be made to keep rappers from being persecuted from the lyrics that they use in their music. What do you think about that? Is that helpful or not helpful? Because if rap artists are not being held accountable for the lyrics that they say and quite often execute, there's no punishment. There's no punishment. Prime example of this would be a great friend of mine by the name of Slugs Loyal, aka P-Dub. I don't know, we did like 6, 7 videos. We did tons of performances, tracks, and all of that stuff. And you know what? He went to prison on a murder case. And he's still in there. He's still in Stateville. He's still in Stateville. And what helped him get convicted was his lyrics. You see? Not only did he have some people that testified against him that were his right-hand men, like, a couple of them. And they testified against him. And they used his lyrics with all the music that they heard. Everybody hears. Everybody hears. Everybody knows. Whatever it is that you think they don't know, a lot of people do know. Because some people can't keep their mouth shut and everybody wants to be seen. I'm just saying. So if you want to be seen, do something positive. Be seen doing something positive or saying something positive. But that bill is going to keep a lot of rappers, if it passes, it will keep a lot of rappers out of prison and not hold them accountable for their death lyrics that they speak to your children's ears that you allow. What do you think about that? It's death everywhere. Death, death, death. Death row, death lyrics, death virus, death in the hood. And speaking of death in the hood, Black people need to shut death off. Black people need to shut death off. This is what they say is Black History Month. Why is Black people still killing one another? Take a break. Take a break. Can you take a break? Take a break from killing yourself. A 10-year-old was killed in Milwaukee in her own home. By whom? People who live in the home. Blunt traumatization to the head. Killed her. Killed her. Parents killing their children. Children killing their parents. Death is the order of the day. Sex is the order of the day. Demon time is the order of the day. But as I stated, this is Black History Month. So take a break. Give the morgues and the cemeteries a break. Give the crying mothers a break. Can you do that? I'm not saying that we're going to unify and that we need to do all of that this month. No. Let's just start with not killing each other. Can we do that? Anybody in agree? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're in agreement with me. Raise your hand if you're in agreement to stop the killing. Black people need to shut off death. Children can't even go to school. Can't even go to school. Another killing. Downtown Milwaukee. At Brownstone's Lounge. Downtown. And it all started over an argument. And a 31-year-old shot multiple times, dead. 2 other men were injured at the age of 23. And the 31-year-old was a lady. She got hit a couple of times, meant to cut off her TV. And it's sad. Have you noticed how people have become more intolerable today? Have you noticed how people are more angry today? Have lack of control of themselves today? People, a mass resignation of jobs, quit, isolation, people going nuts, road rage. And a lot of these people that you see go through this traumatization, especially death, it's Black people in the hood. Black women all on social media, sexing themselves out. Is that what being a Black woman is about? Is that having any respect for yourself? Every time I go on social media, I have to see a Black woman naked or half naked, shaking where she don't itch. And you have viewers, and she have over 1 million. And she's not saying a word. She's just, shake over here, shake over there. Even white girls got it going on. Is that what it takes? Body over brains? Body over brains? Sex over mental intelligence? Sex over mental intelligence? Black women, just for a month, a week, 2 weeks, but a month, you got 11 more left. You got 11 more left to, get your money on. But at least have 1 month of respect for the father of Black History Month, Carter G. Woodson. Have some respect for him. Have some respect for yourself. Have some respect for your family, for your mother. Did your mother raise you to be like that? I'm just saying. I know it pays your bills and all of that. And you're saying, Mo, you need to shut up. No, you need to have some respect for yourself, even if it's for a bit of time, just a little bit. Anybody out there want a hoe? Anybody out there wants a black hoe? Let me know. Black men, why do you continuously walk around here with your pants sagging like you are a bum? You look like a bum. Yeah, a hobo, a homeless man. That's how you look. And you wonder why people treat you the way that they treat you. I'm just saying. Here it is, you walking down the street with a woman and you're showing more ass than she is. What would you say to her if she was showing ass like you show ass? Are you gay? And you women, you may have to ask yourself that question when you're walking down the street with the guy who got his pants hanging off his ass. I'm just saying. Fellas, would you? Some of you would allow your girl to go outside like that because you allow them to go outside with nothing on. Men can see all of her glamour. And then you have a problem with them looking, but this is the way you brought your chick outside, or this is the way that you, black woman, went outside. To be looked at like that, to be laughed at, to be mocked, to be mocked, to be disrespected. With your weave, you're not even wearing real hair. Take a break, would you? Can you take a break? Then you have your daughters. They're running around trying to be like you, and you're putting it in their brain to be like you, to dress like you. Look at how you dress. Look at how you dress. Look, you want class, black women, black men? Go back and look at how our ancestors dressed back in the 1920s, the 1930s, when we had Black Wall Street. Go look at some of those photos of those black men and women who were on Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and tell me, do we dress any way of a kind that way today? And you wonder why. You look like a bum. You're walking around with holes in your pants, cut up in your pants, they sagging. You got your hair all over your head, right? That's a natural thing. Now, I'm not saying that, but you know exactly what I mean. And every time we have a conversation, have you ever got into an elevator and listened to the conversation of other people versus a conversation that young black men or young black women are having on the elevator? Listen to the conversation. Look at what successful people look at and look at what unsuccessful people look at. Even on TV, at the movies. There's a difference because the lifestyles are different. The way of thinking is different. And if you, black man, black woman, can't do that for 1 month, what good are you to yourself? If you're not good to yourself, you're not good to anybody, right? I'm just saying, if you're not good to yourself, you're not good to anybody. In fact about it, Hitler called the Jews useless eaters. That's what he called them. And this is what the Great Republic of America, the conservatives, think of you, black man, black woman. They consider us to be useless eaters. And what did Hitler do with what he called useless eaters? Can you see the pattern? Black people, it's Black History Month. Just for 1 month, try not to listen to the garbage music. For 1 month, for 1 week, watch more positive TV programming like the Smithsonian Channel, C-SPAN or CNN, Animal Channel, Nature Channel, and see what happens with your attitude. See what happens to your level of thinking. Listen to some classical music versus the garbage. What happened here? Call Trump. Call Trump 2020. Yeah. Listen to that. Thanks for viewing out there. I appreciate that. I messed up. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you all think about that. If you change what you watch and change what you place in your earlobes, I promise you, your level of thinking will change. And when your level of thinking change, you change. Right? Think about that. You all put that in your Rolodex. It's your brother, the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. Remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. And if you haven't done so, by all means, press the subscribe button and view the videos below. Thanks for viewing this LIVE. We will be back tomorrow on another live. Peace out.